What's up everybody, and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're checking out the latest and greatest Infiniti QX80. This one's finished off in mineral black with that silver two-tone roof. MSRP is $114,000. This one is the Autograph, so this is fully loaded, top trim. It's got the air ride suspension. Right now it's actually in the slammed lowest position for easy entry and exit. To be honest, this thing, yes, it costs right up there with the Mercedes and the BMWs that are going to be very, very nice three-row luxury vehicles. But I gotta say, we've enjoyed this for the week as a family luxury SUV. I like the features. This really has been fantastic. No true complaints. So comment below, what do you guys think? Is the QX80 the way to go? Or are you getting a BMW X7 or Mercedes GLS because you want the more prestige brand name? Honestly though, I can really see a lot of the appeal to the Infiniti. So underneath the hood, you're going to see a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6, 450 horsepower with 516 pound-feet of torque. It's got a 4-wheel drive system, a 9-speed automatic transmission. 0 to 60 is even 5.3 seconds. Weighs in around 6,000 pounds, but it can tow 8,500 pounds. You're going to get a 23.6 gallon fuel tank and 16 on the city and 19 out on the highway for MPG. Now for the styling, this thing is bold. You have a really cool look with these nice daytime running lights up above, leading into the black chrome trim with the gloss black throughout the upper grille. It's a huge grille. You have openings all throughout it to provide cooling, parking sensors, safety sensor, a nice opening throughout the bumper as well. Actual headlight is sitting right here. So it's got a pretty cool look. The black has a nice pearl to it. It's a cool looking SUV. It stands out from the crowd. Sharp lines throughout the hood, and then at the side we have a set of 22-inch wheels, multi-spoke along with a two-tone color. Got a cool trim piece on this front fender, and then body colored on the mirrors along with the turn signal and camera. If you go ahead and lock the car, they are power folding, and then when you walk away from the car, those door handles are going to automatically pop back into place. And then as you approach the car, you don't have to hit the unlock button or anything. They will automatically pop outwards and then unlock once you grab the door handles. You're gonna see some running boards down below. And then for the side profile, again, it's a huge SUV. It's very boxy, but curvy at the same time. So it has a lot of nice sculpture to it. It's pretty neat to see the silver on the two-tone roof. You have the panoramic roof up above as well. And then in back, I can see how this pinches downwards to give me that a cool look. And we have this nice Autograph logo with this satin gray for the whole lower design. So cool looking SUV, it stands out. It's a big car too, so it's not as narrow as like a GLS or the X7. It's more in line with like an Expedition or a Toyota Sequoia. You're gonna see some nice designs on these taillights connecting from one side to the next. More of your parking sensors, the backup camera, all of your logos. Trailer hitches underneath that cover. But again, it's got a cool look. It's definitely unique. It's a little bit styled differently than your typical SUV, but it looks pretty cool. Over here, we have a hidden button in that trim for the power tailgate. And then in back, we can see some of the configurations. You still have a good amount of storage behind the third row, and underneath the carpet, you even have a little bit of hidden space. You can see with that seat folded nice and flat, how much space you have. And then we have these buttons right here to go up and down for both sides. So one press of a button, we can easily lower that seat. So it is pretty easy how everything is automatic, and there's a button basically wherever you need it to get everything flat. So really easily we can do that, and then we can of course bring that seat back up, or of course these seats back up as well. So easy to use, no complaints there. Got our button up here, and then making my way to the interior. I love the burgundy leather interior. This is really nice. Letting that beep, this is going to automatically fold out of the way. So one drawback with all power, you do have to kind of sit and wait for like 7 or 8 seconds. But it gives you a nice opening into the back where you're going to see 3 full-size seats. So it's pretty practical and roomy sitting here. There are storage areas. You have armrests, plugs, heated button, as well as your recline. Same buttons over here, of course. And if I go ahead and recline the seat, it gives you a good amount of space. At 5'11", you still have nice headroom. You got this really cool Alcantara headliner. And yeah, the seats are a little on the short side, but to be honest, it feels roomy enough to where I really wouldn't have a complaint. Even 3 people my height and my size could honestly fit here. You got good legroom as well. So roomy car for the fam. And then continuing into the interior, let it beep and it'll automatically do its thing. You're gonna see the nice burgundy leather with the perforations, all the contrast stitching. I like this trim, the clipped audio system as well. There's storage down below, Infiniti logo, And then these are all power controls as expected. You can recline them, go forwards and back. So it makes it really easy. For the interior, I love how you see Autograph, get the leather all around it. Very nice materials. And then as I make my way to the interior now, this has a pretty cool look. And if we turn the ignition on, we can play with some of the cool controls. So there's gonna be a screen right here where you can configure the adjustments, heated and vented options. You even have massaging seats in the second row. So that has been fantastic. My wife has enjoyed this quite a lot for a family car. And if you don't want to reach down, you can just use this and make all of your controls. We also have all the climate controls up here for heated, ventilated, as well as the air. And then we have our cup holders right back here, along with a nice glove box in the center. And one thing I really like, the air vents are up in the ceiling. So as soon as we start this car up on a hot day, we have cold air right here. So baby has been absolutely perfect. And then wife has been enjoying sitting back here. So you got all the amenities. This is really nice. Super roomy, no big deal. But yeah, can't complain at all. That is a nice, nice second row. Now for the front row, you're gonna get all the same materials on the door. Memory seating, of course, a nice gloss trim throughout it. And then we also have massaging seats, adjustable bolsters, all of our controls, and then the same materials with this cool like diamond pattern design throughout the perforations. Got headrest speakers, panoramic sunroof up there. It's been a really cool vehicle. Hopping in, foot on the brake now. You can fire up that V6. So with this, you have that similar kind of screen that we saw in back for all the climate controls. And one thing I like, I can hit the rear and actually adjust the rear seats, heated and ventilated seating, and adjust their climate too. So I've been able to make sure everything is perfect before anyone hops in the back. And then of course for the front, you have all those same controls. And these are all haptic buttons, so I can kind of just swipe my finger around and nothing actually clicks until you have to press it. You can probably hear that little noise, but that makes it really nice and easy to use. You have all of your drive modes right here with four-wheel drive selection. So this has been actually a pretty cool touch panel. For the steering wheel, wrapped in leather. I love the two-tone with the red stitching. We have controls on the left side for cruise control and volume, and then screen controls as well. And you can configure from one side to the next. So it's been very easy to go into several different things right here, and then tap this icon and go into the center screen as well. So you're gonna see a lot of the basic information you're used to seeing on many of the modern Infinitis. Going under settings, we can adjust several different things. You can even change the view and the design. So I like this design setup, and then when we change it, you can go into a couple others. So pretty cool overall. There's paddle shifters as well, stock on the right for windshield wipers, turn signals and headlights over on the left. Power controls for the steering wheel as expected. Park and brake, more of the nice materials, the lift gate, heads-up display information. You also have the steering and lane keeping, and then more of the soft touch all throughout it. Heads-up display up there. And then I like how it's hard to see now, but the Infiniti name and these stripes will all light up at night. So really well done interior. It looks really cool. And then take a look at the screen. It's also touchscreen, and we can easily go through every single thing in this car. So nice animations, it's super simple, looks pretty good overall. Then if I go ahead and hit the reverse button, you got a nice backup camera with a top-down view, a couple different designs as well that you can configure. And then if I go ahead and just hit the P button, we're back into park. Underneath all that, you have more of this really cool textured trim with the black chrome, gloss black as well. I kind of like how that kind of flows into the dash. So it's a good looking system. You're gonna see a volume right in the center, park button, drive select, shortcut to the camera and suspension, storage down below. And then popping this open, we have cup holders as well as wireless charging as well as plugs. And then our glove box is cooled. You can turn that on and this will keep things ice cold. You can fit a 32-ounce water bottle in there. So again, this has been really nice for the family on hot days. Got the nice headliner, glass controls, sunglass holder, and then an LCD screen for the camera system on the rear view. All right, so setting off now in the QX80. So in the parking lot, as far as the turning circle goes, you can tell this thing is massive. So obviously you got to get used to driving in a full-size jumbo SUV. With the air suspension and the drive modes, a four-wheel drive system, obviously a gravel road is nothing, but this is something you could go on a camping trip, tow your boat up the mountain, and pretty much take anywhere. The camera system all does a really good job too. And with the power and the weight, this thing gets up to speed very well, honestly. It really isn't a slouch at all. It has the power to it. The transmission does a pretty good job. And when you're in here, again, this thing is big. You got that massive hood, a huge windshield, lots of glass. The camera works great, the side mirrors work great. Overall visibility is actually really good too. You can see pretty much anything with no compromises. You just gotta get used to being in something that is this wide. Now, build quality, as we go quickly over these bumps. This thing takes bumps like a champ. It drives like it's a tank. There's really nothing that can stop this car. It is just a big, tough vehicle. It rides really good. It is a nice, soft ride too, especially with these front seats. Power is really nice, but I mean, it drives like a luxury car. We're going 45 now. You can hear the engine a little bit, but you know, it kind of has that nice sound to it, so it's got a good tone to it. But you don't hear any wind noise or road noise or anything like that. It's just a pleasant luxury vehicle to be in. The drive modes don't do that much. The sport mode basically makes the throttle just a little bit sharper. You'd probably just leave it in standard for probably 99% of your driving. But I like how the steering has good weight to it. The brakes seem to do a good job. Being super luxurious with the ride, there is a lot of brake dive, so if you hit the brakes, you can kind of see how the front end dies a lot. So if you got passengers and you got to slam the brakes, which I may have done a couple times, people don't exactly like it that much. So you got to drive it a little bit softer than you might be used to driving. But as far as a luxury riding vehicle, for 6 figures, this better be a nice place to be. And it has been. It's been enjoyable to cruise in, and it's so roomy with all the luxury features that some of the competition doesn't even have. I've really enjoyed this, honestly, and I can see the value to it, especially, I think the climate's been really fun. Just being able to adjust the backseat climate, making sure everyone is good in the back without even anyone back there having to lift a finger. I've been liking having that control. And then having massaging seats everywhere is also a good touch. And the fact that it does ride good, it rides smooth, it's got the power, I mean, it really kind of ticks all the boxes for a jumbo luxury SUV. I really haven't had complaints. It's just been a really good car.